Welcome to all of you. This is LMS. Myself is Pramod Patar from Government Polytechnic Bankapur. So now I am giving the presentation about fabrication of timber or steel formwork for a monolithically casted beam and slab. Experiment number 11, session 1. It has two sessions. This is session 1 and the course outcome CO4 construction practice 5th semester civil engineering. So before going to the actual experiment, we will see the theory. What is the definition of formwork? It is an artificial support which is provided below and around the precast or cast in situ concrete work. The formwork is andre the artificial support below the any RCC structures. Formwork is commonly made up of steel and wood. The former construction and casting is a prime importance in the construction in the concrete industry. It shares significant amount of concrete cost, that is 20 to 25%. When the concrete has reached a certain required strength, the formwork is no longer needed. ಅದನ್ನ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ formwork ಅಂತ ತೆಗೆದುಬಹುದು. When concrete reaches certain required strength like 21 days, 28 days, etc. It is removed. The operation of removal of this formwork, removing the formwork is known as stripping. ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮವರ್ಕ್ ನ ತೆಗೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So what is next? We go to the aim of the experiment. The fabrication of timber or steel formwork for a monolithically casted beam and slab. What is monolithically casted means the beam and slab are both casted monolithically. The beam ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಸಹ ಒಂದೇ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, monolithically casted beam and slab ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. The materials and equipments required are tri square tape, line string, plumb bob, tube level, nails, binding wire, battens, props, bracings, wooden wedges, waterproof material, that is plywood or steel. So we are going to construct the formwork for timber formwork for beam and slab. So here some data is given about beam and slab. Initially they are giving beam. The clear span of the beam he has given 8 meter, and depth of the beam he has given 0.6 meter, and breadth of the beam 30 centimeter, that is 0.3 meter. Height of the room 4.5 meter. Bearing of the wall 0.25 meter, and quantity of RCC including bearing they multiply by 8.5 into 0.6 into 0.3 including bearing 8.5. So it will be 1.53 cubic meter. So ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿನ ಅದು ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಕ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಾಟಾ ಆಫ್ beam. Next we go to the data of slab. Here the room sizes are given. For a slab, take a room size 4 into 5 meter, height of the room 3.6 meter, area of the slab 20 square meter. So this is the data of the slab they are given, and this is next we go for the diagram. So this is the diagram showing the monolithically casted beam and slab. Here slab form and slab sheeting below the actual RCC of concrete. So below that we see the battens, then joists, vertical props or vertical posts, you can call it as pillars, and next horizontal braces, then foundation like structures, solid plates, sole plates, folding wedges, and sole plates. So this is the diagram which is showing monolithically casted beam and slab. So next we go to the individual beam section, and this is the formwork for beam, which contains tie bolts, side planks and bottom plank, and brackets, and bracings, bally props, wedges, and bearing planks, which showing all the dimensions. So all these dimensions, all these quantities, we will calculate in the session 2 in detail. So for time being, we just see the cross section of diagrams and what are the timber formworks required for the beam and slab. So this is the diagram for slab, formwork for slab. So you see, initially there is a RCC slab. Below that we have 25 planking or sheeting. Below that we have beams formwork. Below that, for beam form, we have the 10 centimeter dia valley props. So the room width is 4 meter. We will see, we are seeing, and the for horizontal stiffness we will give the bracing 8 centimeter into 4 centimeter bracings, and below that the foundation structures are called bearing planks and wedges of 25 centimeter into 8 centimeter. So this is about the formwork for slab. Then next we go to the procedure, the step by step procedure followed in the laboratory for preparation of formwork for beam and slab. Next, first one, mark the wooden bottom level of beams on all the columns. So first ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವುಡನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಕ್ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವುಡನ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ನ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. For bottom level of the beams on all the props, that is columns, and fix the wooden planks to the column with the help of binding wire or nails to support the beam bottom. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವೈರ್ ಮತ್ತು ನೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೊಳೆಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಬೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವೈರ್ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಇವನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು with the help of binding wire or nails support the beam bottom, and place the beam bottom over the support provided in the column. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ beam bottom ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Provide the props to support the beam bottom about 62 centimeter center to center. ಸೊ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ 1 ಮೀಟರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 60 to 70 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಹೆವಿ ಲೋಡ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಎರೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೀಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೀಮ್ ನ ಎರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಟು support the side support, and level the beam bottom with the help of wedges. Then fix the wooden beams at the level 25 below the bottom level of slab. So this is very important. Fix the wooden beams at the level 25 that is plate thickness. Plate thickness na ನಾವು beam bottom below the bottom level of slab na ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. Next, center to center distance of wooden beams should be equal to width of the plate. Then provide the props to support the wooden beams at 62 centimeter center to center. So next, lay the plates over the wooden beams such that the corners of the adjacent place should be at the same. Lay the plates over the wooden beams such that the corners of the adjacent plate should be at the same level. Use the adjustable plates or planks at the ends when the gap is less than the width of the plate. Use the adjustable plates. Then level the surface with the help of level 2 by adjusting the props. So ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ನ ಅಥವಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ with the help of a level 2 we adjust the, by adjusting the props we should level the surface. So otherwise it could be difficult. And mark the top level of the slab on the sides of the beam. Then after leveling, fix the bracing to the props to avoid the uneven settlement. Then we should give the horizontal support below the in between the valley props to avoid the uneven settlement or tilting of the poles. Poles ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಟಿಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅಥವಾ uneven settlement ಆಗೋ ತಡೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ದ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರೇಸಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್. Then we go to, this is about the formwork, brief procedure for preparation of formwork for timber formwork for monolithically casted beam and slab. So these are some references I have referred. Next, MCQs on beams and slabs. One by one we will discuss. The first one, which is used for the formwork when it is desired to reuse the formwork for several times. So answer given: stone, steel, timber, and bamboo. So the right answer is B. That is steel. And next second one, which gives excellent exposure to concrete. Exposed concrete surface required no further finishing treatment. So which one is here? Also it is steel. Second one, C. C is the right answer. Steel gives excellent exposure concrete surface for further no further finishing treatment. But you go for timber, it needs further finishing treatment. Then third one, when the formwork is required for small ones, requiring less repetitions, which is preferred to steel. So answer is steel, timber, fiberglass, and metal sheets. The right answer is B, timber. If uh, less repetition preferred to steel, it is we go for timber. Answer is B. Then fourth one, the which farmer dash farmer should be neither too dry or not too wet. So the answer is fiberglass, steel, timber, or metal. The right answer is C, timber farmer should be neither too dry or too wet. So next fifth one, it is found that the moisture content of about dash percentage is appropriate for the timber work. So timber farm work ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. He has given the answer. The right answer is 20%. A is the right answer. Then sixth one, the dash farm work can be reused several times as compared to the ordinary timber farm work. Sun mica, cardboard, fiber clay, and plywood. So answer is plywood, D. The plywood farmer can be reused for several times as compared to ordinary timber farmer. Then seventh one, the formwork for an dash consists of rows of vertical posts which carries the small wooden beams at their tops. RCC floors, slab, RCC column, RCC beam. The right answer is A, RCC floors. Then eighth one, in case of formwork for the floor, the dash supports uh, should be firmly supported at the bottom. So the horizontal, vertical, inclined, and slanting. For formwork for floor, the vertical supports should be, answer is B. Vertical support should be firmly supported at the bottom. Then ninth one, the formwork for dash consists of stringers, sheets, joists, bearers, and vertical posts. So which formwork? Walls, columns, beams, and stairs. The answer is stairs. Stairs consist of stringers, sheets, and joints, bearers, and vertical posts. Then last tenth one, the formwork for dash consists of sheets, studs, wales, and ties and